All right, today we're going to look under the hood of a technology that's making AI not just smarter, but so much more reliable. It's called RAG, and it's basically all about teaching AI how to do its homework before it speaks.
But first, let's talk about a problem I'm sure you've run into. You ever ask an AI a question and get an answer that's just confidently wrong? Or maybe the info it gives you is from like 2 years ago? This is what people call an AI hallucination. And honestly, it's one of the biggest headaches in the AI world.
And this right here, this slide just nails the difference. On one side, you've got your standard large language model, or LLM. It's basically trapped by its training data. Its knowledge has a hard cutoff date. But on the other side, a RAG-powered model, it can reach out and use new information in real time. It grounds its answers in fresh, verifiable facts.
So how do we make that happen? The solution is a mouthful. Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or just RAG. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like this. We're finally giving the AI a library card and a super fast research assistant to go with it.
Okay, let's get into the weeds a bit. The whole thing is basically this 8-step journey. Now, I know it looks a little complicated, but we're going to walk through it together. This is the exact path your question takes to become a smart, fact-checked answer.
So let's start at the very beginning, with phase 1, figuring out what you're really asking.
And no surprise here, step 1 is the user prompt. That's literally just you typing your question into a chat box. Simple as that. But that one action kicks off this entire chain reaction.
But the AI doesn't just skim your words. In step 2, prompt processing, it digs in to figure out your true intent. You know, it's like a really good research assistant who doesn't just run off to grab the first book they see. Instead, they pause and ask, okay, what are we actually trying to figure out here? It's all about understanding the core mission. And that brings us right to phase 2, the high-speed research phase. This is where the AI hits the digital stacks to go find the facts. Now, to search a digital library, an AI can't really use words. It needs math. So in step 3, embedding generation, your question gets translated into a set of numbers, and these are called embeddings. Think of it like a unique mathematical fingerprint that represents the meaning of your question, not just the words. Okay, so with this numerical fingerprint in hand, the AI is ready to go hunting for information. And it's not going to just any old library. It heads to a very specialized place called a vector database, where all the information is stored in that same numerical format. And because everything's just numbers, the search is unbelievably fast and accurate. The AI isn't looking for keywords. It's looking for the data whose numerical code is the closest mathematical match to your question's code. It's literally searching for meaning. All right, on to phase 3. The AI has your question, it has the fresh research. Now it's time to put it all together. So this next step, context assembly, is pretty slick. The AI creates a brand new private prompt just for itself. Let's call it a super prompt. It takes your original question and adds all the relevant facts it just found. So now with this new and improved super prompt, we get to the LLM inference step. This is the real thinking part. The powerful language model gets to work. But here's the kicker. It's not just using its old, baked-in knowledge. It's using all its reasoning power on your specific question, plus the new relevant data. And what do you get? A huge leap in the quality of the answer. We're talking about the difference between an answer that just sounds plausible and one that's actually precise and based on facts. But it can go even one step further. The 7th step, which is often optional, is tool or agent execution. This is where things get really cool. It lets the AI use external tools to do things in the real world, like, say, checking an airline's live database or pulling a real-time weather feed. And this is what it's all for, a final response that is just worlds away from what a standard LLM could ever give you. You don't get a generic, maybe sorta correct answer. You get something specific, timely, and actionable, all because it's grounded in real, live data. So let's pull back and look at the big picture, because RAG isn't just a small technical tweak. This process really changes the entire game of what we can do with AI. The RAG advantage really comes down to these 4 game changers. You've got accuracy. Answers are based on real data, which is crucial for high-stakes stuff. Next is currency. A standard model's knowledge is frozen in the past, but a RAG model can be totally up to the minute. Then there's transparency, which is huge. For the first time, the AI can actually show its work and cite its sources. And all of that builds up to the most important thing of all, trust. Without it, AI has a cool party trick. With trust, it becomes a powerful tool we can truly rely on.
And really,
That's the end goal, isn't it? Building that trust. To have a system that isn't just conversational or creative, but is 100% grounded in factual, verifiable information.
And that foundation of trust leaves us with a pretty fascinating final question. I mean, when an AI has the power to research new things on the fly, reason about what it just learned, and then act on it in the real world, what's next? What's the next frontier